Hey, what's up? Michael here with another video. This video is going to be a little different because I'm not teaching a song on guitar. Instead, what I've been doing recently is trying to focus on vocals. I'm good with guitar and I'm still practicing that, but I want to improve with singing. And to do that, I figured out singing is mainly comprised of three main things. It's actually several, but the three biggest characteristics are pitch, tone, and emotion in your singing. So pitch, I notice, is a problem because I am typically slightly lower than the correct pitch. So sometimes it really helps when you're starting out to visually see that with a tuning app, right? So of course for guitar we have plenty of free tuning apps that are good, but I couldn't find any video that was specifically talking about vocal tuning apps. So I just want to create something, tell you about my search in free and paid apps, what my criteria were to help if you're also looking for the same thing to improve your singing like I am. So getting into it, the criteria that I chose, I've got it right here, is number one, tuner, of course, for the voice. Okay, you have other apps that are for instruments. The ones I found, yes, they had like voice, but it wasn't really focused on it, or wasn't like the interface wasn't laid out for voice more, or it's just like instruments only, which technically still could work for voice, but I wanted something that was made like partially for voice. The next thing was plays the note while you sing. So this is really useful. Say you're trying to sing the note C, right? To sing that, you want to hear that, so some acts you could like push the button, but also you want to keep that note playing, okay? So that when you're singing, you can hear the difference in your note between the actual note. And it's got that warble sound, right? Where it's like, right? That's the two notes colliding until they finally line up and those wavelengths are the same. And that's how you know you're in pitch. So you have to hear that, and also when you can see that visually represented on the app with a color where it's maybe red and then turns green when you're in pitch. So I knew that was important as well. Next, just some bonus features, things that are useful, like a metronome. So I wouldn't have to have a second app on my phone for metronome because I have like 100 apps on my phone. I don't need like any more. And just that it's easy to use for number 4, an easy interface, okay? Price was also important, so the value of it. If it's free, that's great. I found some great free ones, but if it's paid, like it better be pretty dang good, right? Next, I didn't want to be bombarded with ads, of course. And then lastly, I just wanted to try to be able to use Bluetooth with it. So, for example, if I'm in my in my car and I'm using my phone in the app trying to practice singing while I'm driving, which is okay, I want to make sure that the phone properly syncs up to the car. Some apps did not do that. Okay, so tuner apps I tested. Here's a screenshot I'm going to put up on the screen of the different apps from the Apple App Store that I tested. Okay, and so far, I've chosen 2 free that are my favorite and 1 paid, and I'm going to explain the difference in each of those. So for the free versions, there's an app called insTuner. Best all-around tuner. I've actually been using this for at least a month to make sure that I like it. What's great about it is the pitch circle where you can click on a pitch, hear it, and while you're hearing that, you can sing and visually see it on a meter at the top of the screen. That's great. You can also use different instruments. So you got guitar, ukulele, violin, bass, all can be tuned with this app, which is pretty cool. It has a metronome in it, which I think is pretty important actually. And it's got some good options for the metronome, things you want to change. So I like that metronome. And then free games. I haven't tried the games out, but I tried a little bit. I think the ear training one. So you got ear training, reading music, improving rhythm. Those are all really cool to kind of help someone who's maybe beginner to intermediate to learn these different things that are going to help you improve. The downsides for this app specifically is, of course, there's some limited features since it's free. You know, maybe you click on something and it tries to upsell you to pay for it. However, like with what it has in kind of our purpose, it's good. Like it has what we need, and it's gonna do a great job for like majority of people. Let me check this camera real quick. Other camera's not recording, whatever. So another thing is it has a somewhat confusing interface. Like it took me probably a week to just go through it and like understand a little bit more about how to determine if I'm in pitch sometimes because of the way this graph is like a wavelength. You can choose how accurate it is. I noticed on different apps, like it could be very specific. Like when you're singing, it's not like bam, you're on that note and you're always on it. I think the voice is complex and always varied slightly in pitch, no matter how great you are, I think. So even like on a piano, I think, based off of distance and where it's hearing the notes and, you know, the distance of the microphone, the pitch could vary a little bit. So you can choose how accurate you want it to be. And for the insTuner app, it doesn't work with Bluetooth, so that's kind of annoying. I'd have to disconnect the app from my car before actually using it. All right, another one is insTuner. INS probably stands for instrument tuner. However, I found this great for voice. It's super simple, easy interface, simple to use. It does work with Bluetooth. However, I don't think it was designed with Bluetooth, so it's got like bugs when it's trying to connect to the car a little bit. But I mean, very easy. I like it. You can play the notes when you hear it. Also, big visual colored box to show you, like, I think it's just red, and then when you get to the note, you're green. So really easy, and you can kind of, and sometimes I think, I don't know if it's this one, but they have bars to show you how close you are to the note on either side, sharp or flat. Okay, so now for the paid one, which I will be using because I just looked at it. By the way, one mention was an app called Pitch, and I tried it. You have to pay for it. Doesn't seem worth it to me. I'm not going to be using it. I tried the free trial, so I'm going to cancel the subscription before Apple like renews it on me. It doesn't make sense. Like just for what I'm doing, it just didn't have enough features, you know. So the paid one that seemed really cool, and it has like 26,000 reviews, close to 5 stars, I think. It's called TonalEnergy Tuner and Metronome. So you got the tuner, you can choose voice, you have a metronome, which is really robust, a lot of features. So this one is probably a little tougher to like learn as well because there's so many different features. It costs, you know, $4 in the store, App Store. I don't know if there's an Android version. I use it for Apple. Hopefully there's an Android version, or you should probably just get an iPhone at this point. So I love it. I think it's a great app. I've honestly just started using it. I really like don't have a ton of work with it, but it's right away looking at it, I was like, wow, okay, this has everything the insTuner app does, but better. And I think there's like a smiley face when you're like singing in pitch. I think that's weird. It like expands, but I think it's worth $4. Like that's crazy. Like, you know, skip going to Starbucks one day. Other than that, those are 3 great options. 2 free, 1 paid for a tuning app. Start using this app is my suggestion for vocals. That's at least what I've been doing. I'm no pro at all. I kind of suck sometimes, actually majority of the time. So I'm going to be using this, hoping to improve with vocals. And I think it's a great visual representation. So hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe for more videos about everything like music, guitar related, especially. I'm going to be posting more. And really like comment below if you like this, what your thoughts are. Hope it's useful. And also just comment if you want to hear me like teach a specific song. So thanks again for watching. My name is Michael, and have a great day.